time for another Destination Putnam, and we've got a really awesome program that we're going to talk to you guys about with Enterprise. It's the Enterprise Commute Program, and we're going to pick up the director, and she's going to tell you a lot about this program and how it can benefit maybe you or some of your businesses, or you and some friends that might all work at the same company. There's all kinds of options, but we're going to talk to you about that today. Just pick her up, and we look forward to hearing more about it. And we might get to see a cool car. Hey,
Hi.
Alicia, how are you?
I'm good, Ashley. How are you?
I'm great. I am really, really good. And I am excited to have you here with us today.
Very nice.
All right, so everybody, this is Alicia Grant. And maybe another is Grant.
Grant Morgan.
Alicia
Grant Morgan.
Alicia Grant Morgan. She's in the same boat as me, as recently married. So we were just discussing the woes of changing
your
the
name, yes.
So she is with Enterprise and with the Commute Program. And on my way to get her, you guys heard me talk about this really awesome program that is going to be huge. It's huge. And not a lot of people in our area are taking advantage of it yet. And so we want to tell them about it today. This is really hard to get on here. And because that car is parked in a weird spot. So why don't we start off a little bit with just telling us about yourself.
So, I actually am born and raised West Virginia.
Yeah.
I grew up in Bluefield, West Virginia. I then went to college actually just down the road at Marshall University.
Nice. Marshall grad.
Yes.
Cool.
So graduated from Marshall, started in the business workforce, and found my way to Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with Enterprise for about 3 years now.
Awesome.
I started out at, one of the daily rental operations, and after about a year of that, our West Virginia area actually brought the Commute Program to West Virginia. So Commute has actually been around with Enterprise as a company for about 10 years. It was just not something we had here in West Virginia. So they brought it here about 2 years ago, and as soon as they did that, I made the switch and came over to the commute side of the company, and I've been doing that ever since.
That's awesome. So that is what we want to primarily talk about today, is the program.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit, number one, overview what the program is, and then how some of our businesses here in the area could take advantage of it.
Yeah. So what I do with the company is I help companies and employees kind of think differently about how they commute to and from work, and help them find ways to save money, reduce stress, and really just be more productive.
Yeah.
So with that, Commute with Enterprise, what we do is we work, again, with companies to create commuting solutions for their employees and to think about really how their employees are getting to and from work. Mm-hmm. By doing this, it helps them with recruitment, it helps them with retention, and it even helps with employee engagement, which really helps a company to really drive its productivity and also lower its costs and also its environmental footprint. Companies are more and more going towards sustainability options and things like that, and a lot of companies just don't really think about it outside the four walls of their company. But by looking at a commuting solution, they really can help impact that, and by looking at really how their employees are getting to and from work. How we do that is we identify a group of people within a company that live in a general location, they work the same shift, and we kind of get them all together, and we really provide them with a comprehensive commuting solution, which includes newer model vehicles such as SUVs, minivans, even 12 to 15 passenger vans. All with that program, it also includes roadside assistance, it includes full maintenance of the vehicle, it can even include full coverage insurance. A lot of people don't think about how much they're really spending on those things in the span of a year in their lifetime with a company, especially when they have longer than average commutes. So when you have a program that includes all those things and you're able to do that, and then you're able to split that cost rather than just amongst yourself, you get to split it now between 5 to 15 people. So And the other part that comes with the program is also the Commute with Enterprise high-level enterprise customer service. You get the enterprise employees where my team and I are on the ground. We help you, whether it's you need to find a place to have the vehicle serviced. It's the customer has and the riders have questions about the online portal where they're able to view their account, manage things, and do that. We help them with that. All the way down to I've, walked a van pool before, how to change a flat tire that they had. I've walked them through that before over the phone. So when we have our local teams on the ground that really are just able to provide great customer service for these employees as they're commuting to and from work.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, though, on a daily, what it actually looks like on a day-to-day basis for these employees. So once we've identified those groups in a company, the group gets to come together and they get to pick what kind of vehicle they'd like to use. Do they want to drive an SUV?
Yeah.
Do they want to drive a minivan?
Yeah.
Do they want to drive a transit van?
Yeah.
They get to choose all those things, and they get to choose the upgrades. Do they want it to have XM radio? Do they want it to have upgraded seating?
Wow, this is customizable.
Yeah.
Maybe Julie and I should do this. This is our 1 mile commute. We should.
Vans can even be equipped with Wi-Fi these days.
Oh my gosh.
So the riders get together, they pick their vehicle, they pick their central location that they're going to park at. A lot of them utilize park and rides around the area. There's one right off the Scott Depot exit that's really great, actually. You'll see cars there parked all the time.
Yeah.
They load the van, they drive off to work, they park in hopefully preferred parking that their company has provided them because they're participating in the program. We have some companies that really, they push the program so much that they do offer things like preferred parking. They can offer subsidies. They can offer it as a pre-tax benefit to their employees. So they go off to work. They all meet back up. They drive back home to wherever it is they're parking their vehicle, and then they head home. And then they're just on the road and they get to enjoy it. And now they've gotten to reclaim back all this time that they once didn't have before. They can read or sleep or work if they needed to, socialize.
And like multiple people can so if I was in a pool with 3 other people, like multiple people can drive. Like one day I could drive, one day you could drive.
You split the driving responsibilities. You split, when it needs its oil change, I take it this time, then you take it the next time. Also, my team helps facilitate that if it's something they aren't able to do on their own. So yes, it's a very customizable program that can fit a business's needs. We go in, like I said, we work with the company and its organizational leaders and figure out what they need, what their employees need, and we can bring this great program to a company at little to no cost to the company and really reducing the costs that its employees are already experiencing for their commutes to work. So it can be a very, very great program once it's understood. The first time you
told me about it, I was like, this is an option for our employers out here, because it's a huge benefit to the employer and to the employee. So
absolutely.
I think a lot more people should take advantage of this, specifically because we do have a lot of people that commute in or out. You may live here and work in Huntington or Charleston, and if that's the case, and a couple other people at your company that do that, you can do it privately, or you can do it with with your company.
Absolutely, it can be done privately, or it can be done through your company or your organization. There's all kinds of different ways that it can be facilitated.
So if somebody, what should be the next step if somebody wants to look into?
Well, absolutely, give me a call. Call me. You can also go to commutewithenterprise.com and you can always request information about the program. That will send that request directly to me and I will contact you. You can even get online and see if there are any van pools already going in your area that you would like to join. So like I said, call me up. I'd love to talk to people about the program.
And if you are a chamber member, you will be receiving an email from me with information directly to all the members. They'll be getting that email. I wanted to wait until the Destination Putnam launch, so they didn't just get it and be like, what is this? But they can watch Destination Putnam and then they can get that email, and then your contact info will be on it too. So.
Wonderful. That would be great. Yes, I think it could really be a great program in this area, especially for manufacturers in the area and hospitals and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
especially people traveling into the capital and things like that. So I think just spreading the word is what we're trying to do, and I think we're at a good
and we're going
here.
to be able to check out one of the vans on the video today too. You'll be able to see that. So one of the options, and they come with a little Commute logo.
They do. They come with a Commute logo on them because, we want everyone to know that this is out there and it's a thing.
So if you see a van running around with a Commute logo on it, now you know what it is.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So what's your favorite thing about Putnam County?
Oh, my favorite thing about Putnam County would probably be Food Truck Fridays.
You love Food Truck Friday.
I love Food Truck Friday.
Yes.
My office is right in St. Albans, so anytime I travel a lot with this work, but anytime I'm here on a Friday, we always come down for Food Truck Friday.
Good. Amanda will be so happy. And they're doing Food Truck Friday Night Edition. She just announced that. Yeah. September 13th, there's going to be a Food Truck Friday Night Edition. She's going to actually bring in a band too, so there'll be 4 trucks. I know Belknap is one. I know Happy Belly's going to be there doing some desserts, and Rocky will be there with his lemonades, and then there was one other. And so Food Truck, please forgive me, I forget which one it was, but there's another one too. And then Dale Harper's band's going to be down there playing. It's going to be from 5 to 8 on September 13th.
Very wonderful. Yes, I'll have to come down to that because I love Food Truck Friday.
Yeah, it's so good. There's going to be there's a new truck that's in the area that I think is making an appearance or has made an appearance. So if you haven't checked out Fairway's new truck, they're around.
Very nice.
At some point. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and our destination is going to be Enterprise.
Oh, that's
because you know why they pick you up. So,
they do pick you up.
So that's going to be our destination today, because we're going to check out I'm going to get to look at one of the Commute vehicles, and I'm going to take a few pictures, post them on our Facebook page too, and get to check it out.
And that's just one of the other great things about the program too, is it's always newer model vehicles. We always are keeping our customers in updated vehicles, so they've always got the newest technologies that are out, and they have all the best things in the newer model vehicles that we offer, so they really like that.
Nice. Just not to have to worry too much about like maintenance and things like that is huge, and just to have that drive time back to do things would be a huge advantage. People joke because my commute is 90 seconds from my house to my office, so I really can't say too much. But if I did have to commute, to be able to have that time back to do things.
And people don't even think too a lot. I mean, even people who work just in Charleston and commute here and vice versa, it's 25 or 30 minutes on a...
it's 50 minutes a day.
Yeah, so it can be definitely beneficial. Those miles start to rack up on your car.
Yeah, absolutely. Enterprise has always been a member of our chamber, but this Commute program is relatively new to our state and to our area. And once I found out about it, I've just been so pumped up and excited to tell everybody about it, because it's a huge advantage for our employees and our employers. So
awesome.
Thanks for riding with me today.
Thank you.
We're
I
gonna
had such
hop
a good
out
time.
and check out the van and see what one of the options is. But like you said, they're customizable. So
they are.
I really appreciate you riding along with me.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. We'll see you soon.